Hey y'all, sprinkle sprinkle. Welcome back to the channel. Glad y'all are here. Sorry for the wait. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about perspective. Everybody has their own perspective on life, on things, on relationships, and all that kind of stuff, right? So, in order to better understand how to do whatever you need to do in your relationship or how to get your way in your relationship, you have to understand the perspective of whoever you're dealing with. Okay. Because that's where you're going to figure out how to do things and how to get things and how to get your way. Okay. So the perspective of the other person in the relationship is very important that you understand it, because when you understand where someone is coming from and their perspective, you can easily, you can easily get what you want faster. Okay. So a lot of you guys oh, thank you, y'all. You said the it's wrong. Hold on, let me fix it on YouTube. Girl, I was typing too fast. Thank you. Let me go ahead and edit this. What does it say? Perspective. Girl. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Y'all was wondering what's perspective. Typo. Thank you. Thank y'all. Y'all are so sweet. Okay. Hope it changes, because it might not change until like later. But okay, so instead of perspective, it's perspective. Okay. You got to know where they're coming from, and based on their age, where they grew up, how much money they got, what their circumstances is going to give you a better feel of their perspective. So putting yourself in their place, thinking how they think, is going to allow you to get more from them. Okay. Not thinking how you think, not thinking in your emotions, not feeling, unheard or understood, but understanding them to the fullest is the key to getting what you want. Okay. This is some psychological stuff. So this is why it's very important to understand who you're dealing with. All right. Some of y'all will put labels on people left and right, but don't know how to deal with them. Okay. Y'all will be mad that they are the way that they are instead of figuring out how to get what you want from them as is. Keep trying to change people. You don't need to change people. You need to figure out how they think and get what you want. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you knew what I meant. Thank you, girl. So, how to get what you want. Understand where they're coming from. Ever since you started getting dressed and dolled up every day, you have been turning heads. Thanks. Uh-oh, double. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I know that's right. Look good, feel good. So, the type of man that you are dealing with, you need to pretend you're him. And why are you with you? Okay. What do you want out of you if you were a man? If you were this particular man. So, for example, if you're dealing with a man who's got some money but doesn't always come through on his word, makes false promises, and you're trying to figure out, how do I get the money out of him? If you are a desperate man that meeting chicks online and trying to spend the least to get the most, how would a chick get money out of you? Okay. How would they have to fool you and trick you into giving up money? What would have to be, so important that you would literally give them what they asked for? Okay, because some of y'all are looking at it from the wrong perspective. This is why I tell y'all not to meet men online, because they're not there for the same reasons that you are. Their perspective is very different than yours is. You're looking for true love. They're looking for company so they don't have to eat alone and to roll around on the mattress with. So you might be looking for money to pay bills. They may be looking for women who look good enough for men to pay their bills, but and to fool them and trick them. So that's why I tell y'all, don't date men online, because they're not looking for the same thing you are. And most of the time you're not going to get anything out of them. Okay. Because you have to look at it from their perspective. If they had money and they could pull any type of chick that they wanted, they wouldn't be online. They wouldn't be online. It would be too easy to get anybody they wanted. So why scroll through the scraps? Okay. So that's number one. Number two is if you meet them in real life and they walk up to you and, you look good or whatever. Why are they walking up to you? What are they trying to prove? How are they trying to impress you? Are you allowing them to impress you? What is it that they need from you that will boost their ego? You know what I mean? So you have to start thinking in terms of if you are them. If you are them, you're trying to get the least for the most. But if you really like that person, like if they really like you times 10, they're trying to impress you times 10. Okay? They're trying to impress you times 10. All right. Vivi, I'm sorry you don't like my fake Hermes. Somebody sent it to me. One of my level up chicks and sprinkle entrepreneurs. Okay. I'm so sorry you don't like it. Somebody said, ew, fake Hermes. Yeah. One of y'all sent it to me, so thank you. I said, I'll take it. Okay. Auntie Shira, you have an online jewelry store. How can I send you some pieces? Courtney, if you send me some pieces, people might clock me for wearing. Is it real jewelry? Is it 100% authentic? 100% gold? Yes, ma'am. If you send me a message on my Patreon, which is, you have to join tier 2 and up. I'm going to link you the link. If you join tier 2 and up, you can directly message me and send me your website, and then I'll give you the information. Sprinkle. I also have more purses coming from one of my sprinkle entrepreneur ladies. So if y'all are interested in purses, I will have some soon in order to show y'all as well. Okay. Sprinkle. Tell him you want and don't know how to pay for it. Tell him what you want and don't know how to pay for it. That's a good idea. I don't know what to do. Play dumb always. If you're a man, you think you're smart, so you're going to love to teach dumb women. So this is why I tell y'all to play dumb sometimes. You're 19, a wealthy rapper been texting you. I want him to pay for my boob job before doing nothing. How should I ask him and when? He's a wealthy rapper. Is he real? Is he catfishing you? Can you 100% be sure that it's him? If you say yes, okay, ask him. Just ask him. Say you want to meet him, but you want. Say I really want to meet you, but after I get my boobs done, tell him that. And tell him you still saving. You need some help. Sprinkle. He want to roll around on the mattress with you, put an obstacle in his way, such as I'm still saving up. You're going to be like, how much you need? Okay. It's like, I will be on a plane tomorrow, but I'm still saving up for this boob job, and then never get on the plane and get the money for the job. Unless you want to meet him. Okay. So the perspective, his perspective is, what does he get in return? Okay. So what does he get in return? His perspective is he's giving to you and he wants to get. That means his giving is temporary and unconditional, which means he doesn't really like you. He's not trying to impress you. He's trying to get something out of you. So number one, when he says, what do I get in return? He doesn't like you. That's 0. Don't like you at all. Because why would he risk losing you with such a stupid statement? Okay. Most men who do things out of the kindness of their heart to impress you, they really like you and they want you to stick around for a while. They're trying to invest in you. So his perspective is he doesn't like you. He wants to use you and just discard you as soon as possible. Okay. He can't get anything for free from anyone. So he was bargaining with you. Okay. That means he's bargaining with you. He's trying to drop you to the clearance rack, darling, which means He's not trying to impress you. He doesn't want you to think he's a good person. Therefore, he doesn't care about you. He doesn't want or need your respect. He doesn't respect you. Read between the lines. Okay? Think about it. What to do with society? Because I know people in the city, and if I became with an older guy, everyone would start rumors and bad talk about me. Okay. What would they say? Oh my gosh, he's paying her bills. Oh my gosh, she's only with him because of his money. Oh my gosh, how can she be with that old man? She should be struggling with somebody her own age. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, she should be at the bus stop with that Dusty over there, the same age, who can't do anything for her. Why is she with this old man that can pay all her bills and give her money to start a business? Oh my gosh, why would she do that? You mean that talk? Oh my gosh, why isn't she with a man her own age who's going to disappoint her? It's just not right. Why is she taking advantage of this old man who can't take it with him anyway? Why is this old man going after young women? Oh, because he has money. That's right. Right? Isn't that what they're thinking? I would be more afraid of what someone would say if I was with some Dusty. Why is she with that Dusty? I know he ain't doing nothing for her. I'm proud when I see women with older men. I know all their bills paid. They're living a soft life. When I see a young girl with a young guy, I'm like, I know she paid for dinner. So what are you expecting? Aren't I part of the society? How to reprogram your brain so you can be more entitled and self-obsessed. Men easily make us feel like we ask for too much. Ask somebody else, have several men. Because if one man thinks that you're too much, another man won't. Okay? That's how you do it. You have a roster. Because when one man tells you no, another man will tell you yes. That's how. Okay? It's just like having more than one stream of income. You're not scared or nervous to spend money. You're not afraid to do new things because you've got several streams of income. You only got one stream of income hanging by a string, and you can't take a day off and do this and do that. You have to adhere to their rules and all this kind of stuff. But if you have your own business, another stream of income, somebody giving you money, you probably quit that job and don't even bat an eye. You don't care. You got too many options. Options are the key. When you have lots of options, you make the rules, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You make the rules when you have the options. So perspective will take you a long way. Perspective will take you a long way on how you ask for things. If you're dating this guy and you could tell that he likes you a lot more, you'll understand his perspective, that he's trying to impress you. So you set him up to impress you by removing obstacles out of your path that cost money. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes. When you are having financial problems, do you recommend waiting to get on your feet to go out freestyling? Yes, ma'am. Because how are you going to go out freestyling if you're broke? Or you don't have to spend a lot of money at all. Like literally, you don't have to spend any money if you know how to do it like I told y'all every video. How do you introduce him to paying all your bills? When he starts asking for things, start mentioning things like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you brought that up." I really want to get to know you too better. I really think that we should take this relationship to the next level as well. There's just one thing that most guys, when well, most guys are fall short when it comes to this stage, and then he'll be like, "Well, what is it?" And you'll be like, "Well, I kind of like you, so I'm not sure if you like me enough to." Want to move ahead into this relationship. And he'll be so excited and thinking about the wrong things, like rolling around on the mattress. So he'll be like, "Well, what is it? I'll do anything." Well, like, what is I can prove myself. Da, da, da. He'll be like, "Well, what is it that you want and need from me in order to move to the next part of the relationship?" then be rubbing on his shoulder. And she's like, well, when I feel comfortable with you, I feel safe. I feel like we're getting to know each other on a deeper level. I love that. There's just one more thing, and I don't know, like, I'm kind of shy. He'll think it's like, rolling around on the mattress. You're like, well, what is it? I'm willing and able to participate. Like, what is it? Well, I like a man who's very, very generous with his time and also wants me to feel secure in every way, emotionally, financially. Throw that financially in second. And all, in every other way too. He'll be like, oh, well, I can do that. It's like, then pause. It's like, you can? You're like, yeah. I was like, okay. So should I send you a list of my expenses or bills? He'd be like, bills? Like, yeah, you said you were going to secure me financially so that I could feel, secure in our relationship and we can take it to the next level. He's going to be like, okay, bills. How much are your bills? And then you're going to be like, oh, well, I'm sure you can afford them. It's not going to be a problem for you. Don't worry. Don't even give him don't give him an amount. Like, boost his ego up real high. Like, I know you can afford it. So we don't really, like, you don't worry, you got it. Like, I'm pretty sure you got it. There's no way you don't have it. Anyway, then he's going to want a number. And then you're going to be like, don't worry, I'm going to let you know. Give me your email address. I'll send it to you later. And you can take care of it later. Like, tell him what he's going to do. Like, you can definitely take care of it later. I'm going to send it to you later. But, back to us. Act like, are you going to take care of it? He already got the money to take care of it. Da, da, da. And then send him make you a little list, type it out of how much your expenses are. Don't send him no real bills. Respect and honor you, goddess. Just wanted to give you your flowers. Thank you, Supernova. I appreciate that, ma'am. Sprinkle. Or Supernova. Thank you. You said, why do I think all men are going to cheat? I don't think that they are, baby. But I would never bet my life that they won't. Because I want to live. Okay? Sprinkle. I want to live. I would never bet my life that they wouldn't cheat. Would you? Would you bet your life? No, you wouldn't. So why do you think all men wouldn't cheat? Why do you think all men cheat if you wouldn't bet your life on them? Okay? That's the risk, baby. Mm-hmm. You went out 2-3 times but didn't get one guy. How long does it usually take? Girl, you got to go out every day and become a regular somewhere on the rich guy side of town. You're not trying to catch dust. You don't even have to go out to catch a dusty man. When you're trying to catch a man that has money, they don't flock to you like dust. Okay? Y'all got to understand, when y'all start dating men that have money, they don't approach you like a dusty will. They watch, they observe, they make sure they see you a few times. Okay? Go to the same place several times in a row at the same time. You're going to find somebody that's a regular as well. They're going to see you a couple times. They're going to be like, I've seen you in here before. How are you? Maybe after the 5th or 6th time, they're going to get comfortable enough. They're going to anticipate your presence every time that they see you. They're going to be like, I wonder what she's wearing today. They're going to be thinking about you at their house because they see you at the same time every day. They're a regular, you're a regular. Eventually, they're going to come over to you and talk to you and talking about, hi, I've seen you in here before. How are you? Yeah. Would you like a drink? Blah, 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 blah. You can't go 2 and 3 times and expect men to flock to you like dust. They don't have to. They're not desperate. Okay? It's not like they've never seen a beautiful woman before. It's not like they haven't had a beautiful woman before. So it's not like they need shelter or anything from you. So they're not going to rush up on you like a young dusty would. So you got to keep going and you got to be a regular somewhere. They will observe you. They will watch you. They might see you 4 or 5 times. Okay. And then one day they're going to be like, I've seen her in there before. She looks pretty comfortable. She's chill. I haven't seen her talking to no losers and no dust. I'm here, she here. We might as well start talking. That's what's going to happen. Okay. So be patient. It's about quality, not quantity. Mm-hmm. Sid, are men in their 30s dusties? Can they pay your bills if you need them to? Can they take you shopping? Can they buy you nice gifts? Can they do things you actually want a man to do for you? Yes or no? There's different types of men in their 30s. There's men with good careers. There's men that own businesses. There's men that are broke. So find the ones that have the money. Okay. And think about, like, when you're dating a man, think about their age. Your perspective and their perspective is totally different on age. Okay. Men value women of a certain age because they're gullible and look up to them and boost their ego. Women look at men at a certain age for their money and wisdom, right? So play on that. They think you're dumb, you think they're smart. Do a little extra. Okay. When they say something like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that. You taught me something new. Meanwhile, whatever they said was wrong. Okay. Boost their ego anyway. And they're like, she listens to me. She's impressed by my intelligence. Okay. She makes me feel good about myself. My ego is boosted. My serotonin is boosted. I feel good around this chick. I wonder how else I can impress her. So you're encouraging him to impress you even more when you act fake impressed anyway. You know what I'm saying? So the next thing, keep in mind how old he is. Does he have kids? Is he married? Is he young? Does he want to get married? Is he single? Does he enjoy the single life? So then you got to approach from that perspective mentally when you're talking. So if you can tell he's not trying to rush into anybody's marriage or family, then don't even talk about it. Talk about life as if it's an adventure. If he's a young guy or in his 30s or early 40s, you got to talk about life as if it's an adventure. So, oh my gosh, I can't wait to, to do A, B, C, and D. I have life is so exciting right now for me. That means you're not trying to ask him 20 questions to see if he's going to make a good husband. Okay? You're not asking him 20 questions. You're not interviewing him for a relationship that he doesn't want. So think about this from that perspective. You want him to think you're fun, outgoing, and you want him to spend money on you. So you could be like, oh my gosh, there's so many fun things I want to do. I love just being spontaneous and adventurous, but it gets a little bit expensive out there, doesn't it? But anyway, you look like a guy that really loves to have fun and adventures and stuff like that. So, how do you do it? Then he'll start bragging about his money. Okay, well, I do pretty good for myself, but you're right. It is kind of expensive out there. Maybe you should come with me and we could do these things together. And you're like, oh, really? That's awesome. I would love that. You seem like you know what you're talking about. I'm gonna have to stick with you. Use these types of words because men want to hear that they're wanted, needed, smart, intelligent. They got what it takes. You have to pretend like you are seeing through their perspective. How would that make you feel if you were a man and someone was talking about, oh, you're so smart, intelligent. I better stick with you. You know everything. How do you do this? How do you deal with this problem that I can't solve? Oh, that's how you solved it? Oh, wow. You're so smart. Now they're going to feel like strong and macho and masculine around you, And then whenever they see you again, they're going to remember that feeling. Oh, she made me feel so smart and masculine. They're going to let you rest in your feminine more. Okay. You're going to be like, well, let me go ahead and do this because she's impressed by this and she's impressed by that. And if you never get to the serious questions or the 20 questions that most people mistake and ask on dates, if you never play the game 20 questions on your date and it's all about, excitement and stuff like that, they're less likely to, ghost you. as well. And they're more likely to do things for you to get the reaction out of you that they enjoy so much. So that's why I say when y'all go on dates, don't be asking these dudes 20 questions because all they're going to do is lie to you anyway. What you need to do is boost their ego, make them feel like they're all that. Assume that they already got money and that they've already solved all their financial issues and money so they could act like it, and then prove it to you. Because they can't prove it to you, you're going to lose interest quick, or your image of them is going to dwindle. Okay? So you never play 20 questions. You assume that they are successful, that they are smart, and that they have everything you need and the answers to all your, dilemmas. You tell them who you want them to be, and that's who they'll become. Okay? So when you make the mistake of asking people to do things, it does give off a tinge of neediness. So you have to see it from a perspective of someone who doesn't want you to be needy. And usually those are going to be the younger men. Okay. When you date an old man, they already know you needy, because why else would you be sitting down in public with some old man? They already know you're going to ask them for something. They're preparing. Okay. And they're definitely going to, decide whether or not that, they want to embark upon dating a younger woman, and they know what they got to do when they do. So, but when you're dating somebody close to your own age, or like maybe 10 years older than you got to play that game back and forth. You got to look from their perspective. You can't just say, well, this is what I want. You got to say, well, if I tell them this is what I want, they're going to see me as, this or that, because that's what y'all are always saying. They're going to see me as a gold digger. If you assume that they have some gold and that they can solve your problem in an instant, they may just pull out that wallet. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you're disgusted by thinking about kissing an old man. Not all men look old, though, for their age. Some men take care of themselves. There's lots of old guys, like, especially in Hollywood. There's lots of old guys. There's lots of old people in the music industry that groupies are still chasing after. Now, if you find you an old man that didn't take care of himself, I understand. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And you know what? If you take an old woman and an old man the same age, most of the time the man is going to look younger than the woman. So just find one that's in good health. How to get provider to buy gifts, like beginning, by mentioning it, telling them things you like, breaking a fake bottle of perfume while you're grabbing the phone because he's calling, oh my gosh, I answered the phone and then my favorite bottle of perfume broke, or, like, it was my favorite bottle and I just bought it. No. Oh my gosh. Have you ever smelled such and such? It's so good. Now I just totally wasted on the ground. I'm so sad. They're going to buy you some new perfume. Okay. Send them a link. You want some money? Okay. Well, I would love to see you tomorrow, but I have to babysit for my sister because I need a part for my car and she's going to give me the money for it. But otherwise, I would totally come see you. Like, I can't wait. Like, I wish I could. I wish I didn't have to do that, but I need that money. Then he's gonna be like, "Well, how much money was it? I can get that to you." Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you put obstacles in his way, and you let him remove them. If he likes you times 10, he's gonna do it. If you don't, he ain't gonna do nothing. Okay. Your boyfriend has no job or car, and if he's 17, I know my goals, but he barely is figuring out what girl, that's not gonna be your husband. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When he goes off to college or school, that'll be the end of that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't bring him into adulthood. What if we live together? He pays bills less, shop. Start moving out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Does he live with you or do you live with him? Start packing his stuff if he lives with you. Start moving out if you live with him. If you live with a grown, able-bodied man, you don't need to be paying no bills in that house, man. What if she's a girl? I'm trying to convince myself that I could change her, that she's different from man, but I'm feeling manipulated. You can't change people. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They got to change themselves. And most of the time they won't. She was giving the game today. My birthday is the 30th, and you're so happy this year. Your content has really helped me with confidence. Thank you. Thank you, blessed and favored. Well, happy birthday, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yay. Yeah, stop trying to change people. Take them as they are and take their money too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all be doing too much work. All right. Y'all be doing the work of a therapist, a psychiatrist, a correctionals officer, a probation officer. Look, just get their money, baby. Stop trying to change people. Stop trying to take on new projects that you're not getting paid for. Okay? We don't change people. We just make change with their money and get some money. Stop trying to change people. Stop trying to change people. Stop trying to change people. Take them as they are and get their money. Okay? That's one thing y'all can do to avoid so many issues. Stop trying to change people. If you don't like them as they already are, don't take them. Okay? How to twist the narrative and use things he says to your advantage. Switch them around. Like, oh, are you like, let's just say this man wants you to cook. Like, oh, you're going to cook for me? Like, oh my gosh, I would love to cook for you. There are these really nice pots online that cost like $300 that I would love to get, and so I could cook you the best meal. But then also I'm going to need like some new knives and stuff like that, because I don't like cooking with cheap cookware and stuff like that, because it makes the food taste totally nasty and experience just sucks altogether. So like, I've seen your pots and I'm not cooking in those at all. Those are like, anyway. So we should order some food instead, and then maybe I can show you those pots online. Or you can just, I'll just put them on my wish list and send it to you. Maybe you can upgrade your kitchen somewhat. Then he's gonna be like, shoot, never mind. Okay, never mind. We'll just order. It's cheaper. He said having to wash the plates is in 1,000. And then it's like, you know what? And every time I cook, I'm going to definitely need somebody to clean the kitchen, because that's like the deal. If I cook, they clean. And I use a lot of pots and pans. A lot. I'm like one of those people on, the Food Network. And I like everything to be, extra. So it's going to be a lot of dishes. Mm-hmm. Or we could just order and eat on paper plates if that's your thing. We can be like, yeah, that sounds cheap and fast. What should I do if he starts saying I'm using him for money? It's like, you're right. I'm so sorry. What should I be using you for? I'm not dating anybody broke. Even if I weren't with you, I'd still be dating someone who was a provider. Like, I never dated a man that wanted me to do anything while I was in his presence. Like, they always just took care of everything. So I'm sorry. I thought you were like, I'm so sorry. You're right. I shouldn't compare you to like exes or anything. So take a pause and think like, oh my gosh, this dude is cheap. Like, well, I'm so sorry. There was like a huge misunderstanding. I did not realize that guys wanted you to pay for stuff. Your age. Okay. I didn't realize that 50-year-olds still needed 50-50. They dismiss them, baby. Well, I hope you get your finances in order. It was nice meeting you. Goodbye. As soon as you tell them they're broke and cheap and they can't afford you, they start acting like they can. And when they start acting like they can, start sending them links and Cash App requests, because they're just bluffing. And if they're not bluffing, they'll show you. Okay. Hey, Shera, opinion versus Lifetime gym versus EOS gym in rich side of town. Well, they're both on the rich side of town, so it really wouldn't matter. But the time that you go would matter. Go early in the morning. Okay. Younger people are going to opt for the more expensive gym. Older people are going to opt for the less expensive gym, and they're going to be there in the morning. So that's up to you. Sprinkle. All right. The reason why younger people are going to opt for the more expensive gym on the rich side of town is because it's like a class thing. It's like, a flex to mingle with other women and men their age with the same type of money. But for the less expensive gym, old people go in there in the morning. They wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. They get dressed. They go there. They're probably there about 6 or 7 o'clock doing their workout. They're in and they're out. They're not there to flex. They're there to, stay alive. So longer. So, I would opt for that if you like older guys. If you like younger guys, opt for the more expensive gym. How to avoid being approached by crackheads and dusties. Don't be on that side of town where crackheads and dusties at, man. Sprinkle. Stay on the side of town with money. Okay? Get you some sunglasses and a hoodie and walk through the dust and the crackheads. And camouflage and get through it. That's where you live. But if you don't live over there, don't go over there. Stay on the nicer side of town, or at least a decent side of town, so you don't run into them. Old man, annoying, but gives you money. Okay. Well, so are our bosses. At least you ain't got to show up for work. Sprinkle. Or if you do got to show up for work, at least you know you could quit if you wanted to because you got that old man money. How do you feel about provider husbands keeping the wife from finances? I feel like they married a stupid wife. I feel like they married a wife with no common sense. I feel like their wife didn't watch my channel. But I feel. So my advice to that wife who can't get no money out her husband, get it from somebody else. Or call up this job. This is diabolical. Call up to his job and talk to his boss. Hopefully his boss is a woman. That's what you do. Call his boss. Be like, hi, this is such and such's wife. How are you today? And I'm like, oh, I'm good. Well, I just wanted you to know that, your employee, AKA, such and such name his name, so they know exactly who you're talking about, is my husband. And he goes to work here every day, makes a decent amount of money, but he never gives me any. Is there a way that we can do an automatic deposit into my account from his paycheck? Does he have to sign anything? Because make up a whole lot. It's like, because our daughter needs stuff for school and she's like, she doesn't have anything and he won't spend anything on us. He literally just makes me stay home and cook and clean. He won't let me go anywhere. Just start telling your stuff. Like, just start telling lies. Okay. Start lying on his name, girl. Like, I don't know who to talk to. I talked to my mom. I talked to his mom. They don't know what to do. And they told me to call up to his job and let them know what's going on at home. And maybe you guys can talk to him and let him know that it's not right what he's doing. So, I mean, if you have a heart and if you want, like, I have our marriage license and everything, just go in there and play the victim for real. Then they're gonna hold a meeting, or they're gonna give him an email. Your wife called up here, sir. What's going on at home? You say he keeps treating you like a kid? Well, act like a kid then. Call up to that job. Sprinkle. If he treats you like a kid, act like a kid and ask for everything you see. Okay, attracted to a married client richer than my husband. He seems into me. I see him regularly at work and gym. Advice. Let him approach you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Never approach them. You give some eye contact, you can smile, but let them do all the approaching. Okay, you said he keeps treating you like a kid. Well, act like a kid and keep asking for stuff. I listen to you everything you say. Got him on direct deposit and started my small biz. Thank you. Okay, Yoshi. I know that's right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Congratulations, girl. Yeah. All you got to do is call up to that job, and when he gets home, he's gonna be a little mad, but he's gonna be a lot of embarrassment, and he can't stop you from calling up there tomorrow or the next day. So what he got to do, ma'am, if he want to keep his job, his pride, and his dignity, he got to break you off some money, don't he? All right, wonderful. Think about it from his perspective. If you weren't giving your wife no money and your man got a good job, if somebody called up to it and risked it all and ruined his reputation, wouldn't you be mad? Mad enough to give you what you want? Or you call up there again and make it work? Exactly. How would you feel if you were him? Devastated. Chestnut checkers, baby. Okay? Don't just sit there and take it. Go call them people. Call the boss. What do you think about getting a cute job? I want to sell houses. That's a cute job. Then do it. You can meet a lot of people that way. Okay. How to be more confident. You're afraid to dress feminine with dress outside, so I put shirt and legging. Well, where do you live, man? You live where you should be afraid to dress like a woman? Like, where do you live? Because a while back on my channel, people would tell me the same thing. And I'm like, girl, where do you live? Where you can't walk down the street or walk outside or walk to your car or walk to the store or wherever you're going. Or walk through a store. I don't know. Like, where do you live, man? Well, you should have goals to move away from people that act a fool. Because if you lived on a nice area in the nice side of town, people wouldn't be so crazy like that. So you live in Paris? I don't know. You know how they make Paris look on social media and on television? It looks like everybody is dressed cute in there. But then they show the trashy parts too. So go to the cutesy demure parts, I guess. Keep you a little gym bag and go change somewhere. I don't know. Like, move to the countryside or move to the suburbs. Oh, it's confidence issue, not environment. Just wear a paper bag and a garbage bag then. All right. Go get you a sack of garbage bags. Get you a box of garbage bags and put it on. Because you don't want to be seen. Go get you a sheet and just put it over you since you don't want to be seen. You don't want to be noticed. You want to blend into the back of the wall, right? You don't want people to look at you. Why do you want people to look at you? Are you ashamed of yourself? You have no confidence. Who are they supposed to look at? The chick behind you? Who are they supposed to give the money to? To the chick behind you? Maybe you should just get you an invisibility cloak from Harry Potter and call it a day. All right. Going to NYC to visit Sugar Daddy and get to see the city. It's been a while. What to tell your local Sugar Daddy while I'm away? Okay. Aunt Ethel, ma'am. BB, sprinkle, sprinkle. I got to go visit Aunt Ethel. They moving her to a different home. I got to go make sure it's good. Check it out. Sign some papers, and I'll be back. Yep, Aunt Ethel. Y'all know. Y'all know. Bring it up. If y'all are tired of using Aunt Ethel, use somebody else. Or say you have to help a friend move. Just be lying. I told my friend I would help her move like 6 months ago when her lease was up. And now it's time. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I promised this, but she helped me move, so I got to help her move. I'm so sad. I wish I could totally get out of it, but I promised her. You know how that is. So, you know, blah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You said he gave you money first time, second time he said, all I'm talking about is money, which is not true. It's like, oh no, I'm so sorry. What do you want to talk about? Then act bored when he talks about anything else. But then when he starts talking about shopping, money, what do you want? Then get excited. I'm so sorry. That just excites me. So what do we want to talk about? Okay. She is provider, but gives you DL vibes what to do. Don't roll around on the mattress with him. Separated with kids, he won't commit. He's working on himself, only provides sometimes. Okay, he's trying to get back in, man. He's trying to get back to the house with his wife. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He ain't got no choice. He got kicked out, man. He's using you to boost his ego so he's going to feel like a loser. So, okay. No, it doesn't have a, you're just going to have to go find another one on the side. Thank you, Celine. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all always believe the same lie, and they tell the same exact lie. I'm separated. No, you got kicked out. That means he's trying to get back in. Thank y'all. When a man says he's separated and he has kids, either he's lying and married or he got kicked out and he's trying to beg the wife to come back. So which one is it? Mm-hmm. Why do you believe his lies? He got kicked out and he's trying to beg his way back in. But until then, he's going to entertain himself with you. Okay. So get his money and date other guys. Wonderful. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. He said a lot of these men pay for prostitutes, ask for upfront, and don't feel guilty. You silly. VM, sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, if you dealing with a man that pays for prostitutes, you don't really want that type of man anyway, y'all. Because he also might be paying for male prostitutes as well. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What a surprise. Okay. You met a financial advisor and you can sense the attraction. Should I let be pursued? Yeah. Allow them to pursue you. Never pursue them. You can give them a little eye contact and a smile to let them know that it's okay for them to pursue you and that you might be interested, but do not ever make the first move. This man is my husband and that won't commit. Okay, how is a husband not committing? That doesn't make sense. Commit to what? Okay, let me read what this says again. He won't commit, says he's working on. Oh, you left. Okay. So he never wanted to be married in the first place. Sprinkle. He's having a midlife crisis. He realized that he probably married too young and he doesn't want to commit to you because he wants to go be free. He thinks he's young again, girl. I don't know how old he is. But he probably never wanted to get married anyway. Did you force him to get married? Did he get married in his 20s? Does he have enough money to provide? Your mentor keeps saying he loves me, but I don't show feelings back. I want proof with effort, action, and him buying me stuff. How do I make that clear? It's like, you know what? Love is just a word. Okay. I like actions. I like you to prove that you love me because words are just words. If you love me, then you would ask me what I needed. You would ask me how to make my life better. You would want to make me happy. You would want to do this. You would want to do that instead of just saying you love me over and over. That's what you say. And then he's going to be like, well, what do you need? What can I do for you? Some money? Pay these bills? You know? Because words are words. They don't mean nothing. Thank you, BB. Sprinkle. A man can love bomb you all day. He better bill bomb and money bomb you too. Money bomb. Send him Cash App and say, how much do you love me? And leave it blank and see what he put up in there. Okay, send him a PayPal request, a PayPal link, and say, how much do you love me? Put it in numbers. Okay? You got words, I like numbers. You like words, I like numbers. Sprinkle. Now, you've told me that you love me in words. Now tell me in numbers. Then send in a Cash App link. Okay? All men should know by now that women like money. All men should know by now that all women like money, except for Pygmisha, who will do anything to keep a man and claim him. Okay? She like money too, but you know, she likes Dusty's more. But most men know that all women that are worth having and being with like money. It's not news to them. Think about this. It ain't news to them. It's not a surprise. He's literally not surprised that you want bills paid, that you want shopping. He's not surprised. He's surprised that you're bold enough to ask and value yourself enough to ask and risk losing someone that's not doing anything for you. No money really at first. Now he's well off. Okay. Well, maybe he doesn't like, when you marry someone and you don't have money, that's not the woman that he wanted. You ain't the woman he wanted, baby. And I'm sorry to tell you that. But when men marry without a lot of money and then get more money, they go upgrade on the woman. Okay. So he probably is wanting an upgrade, which is unfortunate to say, but most men, they only marry for convenience or who will ever accept them at their, broke point. When they start getting a little bit of money, they're like, I can't take her out. She don't look like she belongs on my arm with this type of money. I can afford a better looking chick or the type of chick I really like. That's what he's thinking. But he's trying to upgrade on you with his new money, girl. He talks to me how to hook him with seeming interested. Boost his ego. Laugh, tell him he's funny, tell him he's so smart, tell him you learn something new every day when you talk to him. That's it. He'll know. That'll make him feel good, which will make him think about you in a different way. Then if he likes you in that way, he'll say something. Okay, don't ever chase a man though, because sometimes a lot of y'all take kindness for flirting. Some of these men are just being nice to y'all. And if y'all like each other, he'll be the one to approach you if you are the prize. Okay. Yeah. Never build a man, never be Barbara the Builder with a man, never go 50-50 with the man. Never marry a man who doesn't have what you need. from the start. And also, like, if you help him out, if you see him at his lowest point, you will never respect him or, treat him as the man that he has become, a man that has more money. So you're not going to see him like the next chick is going to see him. So that's why he wants to be seen in another perspective. Your perspective of him, it's not going to be the same as another woman's perspective of him. You see the man you married who wasn't very successful, who's the father to your kids, and who's, messed up. Another woman sees him as maybe her future husband or her dream man or her sugar daddy or whoever, So he'd rather be seen in that perspective than the perspective that you see him as. That's why a lot of husbands kind of trade in for different women, especially women that do barber the building or help them or seen them at their lowest. They don't want to be seen that way anymore. So that's why I say you never help a man and don't marry someone that's broke. Okay. Or that can't give you the lifestyle that you want. He doesn't want you seeing the old version of him. With everyone else, he's the new version of himself. Okay. It's like let's just say someone had like surgery done or lost a lot of weight and their appearance is totally different. And you got with someone when you looked a certain way. And now you can pull richer or more better looking. You're not going to stay with somebody that accepted you looking a certain way, especially if they don't have the type of money that you want or can do the things that, other guys are going to do for you with your new look. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. So, what are y'all talking about? Let that man approach you. Stop chasing after men. That's why the world is in the state that it's in. Y'all doing too much. If a man wants you, he'll come get you. Okay? If a man wants you, he'll come get you. There ain't nothing you can do about it. Think about it. You said yes, and guys hate it when you pull up on them. Yes, it makes them seem like, who is this desperate pick-me-shit right here? Total turn off to a lot of men, especially masculine men. Ugh. I wouldn't have gone up to her. Why is she coming up to me? What a botheration. Now I have to pretend I'm nice and like her a little bit. So she doesn't feel rejected. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, maybe I can roll around on a mattress with her and then ghost her later. This is what they're thinking. Okay. So if they don't approach you, they don't want you. Okay. But they'll take you, they'll roll around on the mattress with you and they'll discard you because you want them more. So they might as well, do you a little favor out of, pity. Do you want to be somebody's pity mattress roller? That's what they see you as. Think about perspective. If women are coming on to a man strong and like, how you doing? Oh, she want to roll on a mattress with me. Okay. She desperate. I guess I have some pity on her. That's what they're gonna think if you're coming up to them. Oh, she must really like me. She wants some of this. Ha ha ha. That's how men think. So do you really want men thinking like that about you? Then don't approach them. Okay. Remember, you don't want to be seen as the desperate chick that people take pity on, who approaches all the men. How to make me a How to make me a coworker back off, asking for some money. Or you mean back off like leave you alone because they're harassing you? Tell them a big lie. So tell them a lie. I'm so sorry, I'm just not myself today. Aunt Ethel is not doing so well. So I've just kind of been in a mood, we had to put her in she only got 2 weeks left, a couple of weeks left to live. I don't know if she gonna make it. Then they're gonna feel sorry for you for harassing you and being mean to you because you're you're sad over your fake Aunt Ethel. You're like, dang, I shouldn't have been so hard on her. Shoot. Right. So do I disagree with I don't agree with most books that men write about women. If you want to know a man's perspective, read a man's book. Yes. Does that man want to roll around on the mattress with you? Yes, he does. If you speak first, he know you want to roll too, baby. You speak first to a man, he doesn't say, "Oh, that's the sound of my wife's voice in desperation calling out to me. That's the woman I want to provide for the rest of my life." He said, "Oh, here come a mattress roller. She wants some of this." Do you understand? The book is called HO Tactics. It's not wife tactics, baby. It ain't gold digging tactics. What is it? Exactly. Okay. So you want to roll around on a mattress? Then tap him on the shoulder and say, "Hello." Some like that because they think that you want to roll around on the mattress with them. They like being looked at as as potential mattress rolling partner. They didn't even come up to you, so they didn't see you as a potential mattress rolling partner. You know why? Because they weren't interested in you. But since you're interested in them, it's an ego boost, and they'll roll around on the mattress with you for a little while. Then they ain't gonna spend no money though. Your video makes me happy. Wish you were my aunt. Oh, thank you, BB. Sprinkle. Why would a man approach you then compliment himself while talking to you? To make you see that he is a interesting person, self-obsessed, so possibly you become obsessed with him as well, that he has high self-esteem and confidence, so you know he's not intimidated. Sprinkle. He wants to marry me, but asking for 85-15, mainly me pay groceries and he pay the rest. Nope, it's a no for me. Sprinkle. Say, it's a no for me. Either he got it or he don't. Sprinkle. Because he's going to bargain you down even further after y'all get married when it's too late. Say, no, I'm sorry. We're going to have to do 100% you. If you can't afford us right now, maybe a few more years and you can afford the groceries. Do we need to extend the engagement until you get your money up? Okay. If they start bargaining with you, they're going to keep bargaining with you. How it starts is how it ends. Sprinkle. It's like, no, that's a deal breaker for me. Not going to do that. To say, I'm going to be a stay-at-home wife. I'm not going to be working. You're going to have to afford all of that. You can get a second stream of income. You can work online. You can do something. That's your job. You're the man. You're the provider. You want me to go work all day up under a man 12 to 8 hours a day to pay for some dang groceries? I could just go get a man to buy me some groceries. Don't need you, sir. Sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Or you could lie. It's like, you know what? There's this website online, and like there's these old guys, and they want to take you grocery shopping. Like, they want you to dress up in this cute outfit and high heels, and they want to go grocery shopping with you, and whatever you put in your cart at the grocery store, they'll pay for it. You think I should do that? The app is called Take Me Shopping, and it's for like old lonely guys that just want, you know, to go shop with a cute girl. It's not clothes or anything. It's not jewelry. It's like groceries. Because a lot of these guys, they have like, what do you call it? Government assistance, and they can't eat all that food by themselves. So this one dude started the website to where old men can go use their government benefits for food on ladies. What do you think? I should do that, right? That way I don't have to work. Girl, make it up, lie, do something. People are like, Sugar Daddy wants to book me on hotel first date. Say yes. Why? Do you not live in the same city? Is he flying you out? Why do you have to have a hotel? That's my question. What's he going to try to talk you into? What's he going to put in your drink? I'm not sure. It depends on the circumstances surrounding that. Share the blueprint on how you carry yourself when men first approach you, the early talking stages, and right moves to secure a lasting commitment. I'm not worried about lasting commitment. I'm worried about some money. Okay. A man invests money into you, he's more likely to commit to you. Okay. Men aren't walking around with the perspective of looking for commitment. They're walking around with the perspective of looking for a woman that looks good, that likes him and wants to roll around on the mattress. Okay. They will commit to whoever they're invested in and spend the most time with. So you got to get them to spend money. Okay. So don't ask them 20 questions on the date. If you talk to them on the phone 3 and 4 times after you meet, they're supposed to ask you on a date at least the 3rd time you're speaking on the phone or you're texting on the phone. Okay. Anything longer than that is playing phone tag, and they don't really like you like that. So get the date quick and get him to start spending some money. Okay. They're not trying to commit to you. They're trying to sleep with you. And when they realize that they're not going to sleep with you unless they invest, they're going to start to invest. And once they start to invest, that's when they're going to want to start to keep tabs. When they want to start to keep tabs, that's when they want to see you exclusively. When they want to see you exclusively, that's when they start to think about commitment. When they've invested large amounts of money, spent large amounts of money on you, bought you gifts, that's when they start to say, well, I'm doing all this for this girl. She may as well be with me or my girlfriend or this or that. Okay. That's how men think. That's their perspective. Understand it. Okay. All right. So you don't feel attracted to your man. You don't want to roll around on the mattress with him all the time, like before. Advice. Usually you're not going to want to roll around on the mattress with him before, unless he's doing a lot of stuff for you, man. What's he doing? What will make you want to roll around? A shopping spree? Sometimes you need some financial motivation, like, oh babe, look, I bought you some flowers, and look, let's go shopping online. Give me all your carts, let me pay for it. Would that turn you on? Then tell him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're like, well, why don't you want to roll around on the mattress? Like, you know what? I don't know. I just, I want a fantasy. Like, will you fulfill my fantasy? And he's like, well, what is it? And you're like, okay, here's my fantasy. You whisper in my ear, where is your shopping cart online? Then I text it to you. Then you open your phone slowly and start to click on the link that I sent. Then you promptly whip out your credit card. And then you use your fingers to push in the numbers on the screen slowly to make sure that they're correct. Then you hit pay, then you opt for the fast shipping so that it gets here sooner rather than later. Then you come and show me the receipts, and then we celebrate twice, maybe, if you could handle it. That would totally turn me on, but it's just a fantasy. And he would be like, "Send me your shopping cart." You sure you can handle it? I got it. You got to buy the whole thing though. That's part of the fantasy. Well, where's the shopping cart from? It's mostly Amazon. Okay, well, what about half? What I get for half? I don't know. You just kind of see and find out. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A guy shamed you that I am not ambitious and I'm not hustling, working towards anything. I'm studying law, and he has no degrees. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Well, tell him this. Say, well, when I finish school, you're not going to be good enough for me anyway. So right now, you can afford to do a few things for me. So just, treasure and value this time with me right now, because as soon as I get my degree and graduate, I'm out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him that. Tell him he ain't gonna be good enough for you in a few years. Arab man offers you for 1 year spent money on you. He's far away, saying he misses me. I want to turn it into currency. I don't know how to word it. Help. What? Send him a Venmo request. Say, how much do you miss me in numbers? And then send him a link to pay. He went on the date. He tipped $10 on a $150 bill. I personally put an extra 20 inside. He said, thank you. He said, you didn't like my tip. Okay. I smiled. Thoughts. 150. Hold on. Bust out the calculator. What was the percentage on it? Oh no, this is a ghetto calculator. I use my phone calculator. It doesn't have the percent button. Okay. I'm sorry. So 15%. That 15%. Less than 15%. Sure. So he's trying to embarrass you. Supposed to be 30. Less than 10%. How old is he? A lot of men do that. I noticed that. 6.67%. Thank you, Miss Gabby. I appreciate that. He's 70. Girl, that's why. Because back in the old days, a tip was $2, period. Back in the old days, a 5 would have done nicely. He's old. He doesn't understand. You got to tell him before the bill comes. You got to tell old people to tip good. Because back in their days, $2 was a lot. I missed the super chat. Let me see. I didn't miss it in the super chat. Let me make sure. I already answered these. Okay, I think I answered all these, babe. Didn't miss one. Okay. You had to give her more money. He was insulting, talking about he's generous type of girl. Say, well, you know what? You can make it up to me. Let's go to the ATM right now. You can give me back even more. You can give me $20 plus a little bit more. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What do I think of 49-year-old man with a 23-year-old girl? Is he paying all her bills? Does she like him? Does she not want to work anymore? Is she tired of the men her own age? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Please give older women tips on getting money and date older men. Date much older men. Okay. I don't know how old you're talking about, but they always date older. So you have to tell me how old you are because I don't know. You can still be young, in my opinion. Are you what? For fast shipping. Okay. How old is older? Is 10 years gap older than? Not for me. Like 10 years is not enough for me. You're still immature in my mind because if it's only 10 years, I mean, you might know. It depends on how intelligent they are as well. It depends on how intelligent, how experienced they are, how rich they are, because that is very important. If they're 10 years older than you, but 10 years behind you mentally or financially, no. Okay, you're 55. Okay. Then go for the 70-year-olds, man. You're still young to them. Okay. You need to be dating in the 60s and 70s. Okay. You said if you don't remember World War II, then they are too young. Yep. They daddy wasn't in World War II. You too young. They too young. They daddy didn't fight in that war. Keep it moving. That's true. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let me scroll back up. Didn't see it. Mm-hmm. Okay. What was the super chat? I don't see it. I've already answered all the questions. Maybe y'all weren't listening. Mm-hmm. Okay. You dated a 53-year-old man and he was greedy. Well, you should have been dating a 63-year-old man. At least he would have had some more, a little bit more money. Why do many women hate rolling around on the mattress with their man? Because their man don't do enough for them to deserve rolling around on the mattress with. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because when they go in the bathroom or like if they live with a man and they see all their grossness, you know what I mean? It's a turnoff. A lot of times men are turnoffs when you live with them. So they're less appealing. Unless they're overcompensating with giving you money, taking you shopping, and giving you gifts. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. So a man that's 20 years older, I mean, you could go from 15. 15 is a good, 15 years older is good. 20 years older is good. It just depends on how much they like you, how much they like you, how much they're going to do for you, what's worth it to you. So, for example, if you find a man that's 10 years older and all he wants to pay for is 2 bills and maybe take you on vacation, you find a man 15 years older, maybe he wants to pay all the bills and take you on vacation. Maybe you find a man 20 years older, he wants to buy you a whole new everything and pay the bills and take you on vacation because he likes you, because you make him feel young. Okay. So it depends on how much money they have and how much they like you. Okay. You hired a private investigator, and an attorney to catch your husband cheating or cheating husband and hope to get money in divorce. Okay. Adultery is still in thing in your state. Let's get the bag. Okay, Scarlett Jones. I hope you get that bag from whatever they discover. If they discover something, girl. You'll be in. AJ says you'll be in the city anyway, half an hour for the day. He booked dinner, offered me a hotel room just for me so I don't have to take the late train. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, that's nice. That's considerate. Okay, so I thought he wanted to roll around on the mattress. Wonderful. I'll make sure he ain't got no key. Wonderful. Go and move the room as soon as you get there. And alert the go and move the room number. Alert the people at the front desk that you don't want anyone else having access to your room. Then put the lock on the door. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because that sounds also like it could be a setup as well. How date providers while married to a dusty without getting caught up. Pending divorce. Do you tell prospective providers you're married or not? Don't tell them nothing, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't tell them a thing. Because they're going to be like, well, why are you divorcing? Why are you married? Did you marry some dust? It's going to make you look worse. Don't tell them. Okay. After they fall in love with you head over heels and they've given you a lot of money and given you a lot of, nice things and are all in love with you, then you tell them. But not at first, darling. You're going to say, ooh, she got a dusty dude. She must have had low self-esteem and just was desperate pygmy out there. I don't want this type of woman. You don't tell them. Okay? Okay. So get your storyline together. That's right. He don't ask your number. Is it strange? No, he don't want your number. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When a man talks to you several times, he doesn't ask for your number because either one or two things. Either he don't like you or he doesn't want to scare you off by coming on too strong too quick. Okay? He wants to build up the anticipation. He wants to look forward to seeing and talking to you tomorrow. And eventually, maybe, especially if you got money, he may ask you for your number eventually. Someone said he isn't single. He could be married. He just might need a gym crush. You never know. So if he ain't married, maybe he's building the anticipation. He doesn't want to scare you off, or he just doesn't see you in that way. Okay. What to do if your dad forces you to work and you're studying online at home and want to find a man who provides for you? Then do it. Find a man at home. If you old enough and he's legal, go out, have fun, meet somebody, get your little side business with his money. Then you don't have to work. You can work online while you go to school online. Okay. You talk to a guy on Snap and he hasn't asked for my number. He like calls on Snap video call. Okay. Has he sent you any money? Does he like you like that? Is he trying to spend money on you? Because I really send him a Cash App request. Starting arranged marriage tips. Same age boy, I'm 31. Run. Sprinkle. Go find somebody with some more money that's slightly older than you. So you ain't got to go 50-50. Wonderful. All right. Why I don't know. I never understood why people did arranged marriages unless the man is rich. Is he rich? Then why are they arranging you with somebody broke? Is he rich? Do you have to work? Then arrange it another way with somebody rich. Okay? You said he's rich. Do you ever have to work? Is he going to give you some of that money? Are you going to be able to start your own business or whatever you do? Whatever. Tradition? Okay. Then what's the problem? Get his money. I mean, I honestly am not thrilled I wouldn't be thrilled to be with somebody my own age because they're very immature. So just don't have no kids for a while because you're literally going to have like 3 kids because guys your own age or men that are young are still immature, more immature than women. So if you get married to him, wait a while to have kids, like at least 5 to 7 years to have kids. But if you're 31, you probably can't wait that long. Well, you're going to have to hire some help. Provider said he doesn't want to get married again. Okay, wonderful. Neither do you. You just want his money and date other people at the same time. Sprinkle. Like, that's okay. I don't mind at all. Like, I do agree on not having to settle down and keeping your options open. I do say that. I agree, there ain't nothing wrong with wanting to not settle down too quickly and keeping your options open. Then he's going to think you're doing the same thing. And when you don't want marriage from no man, and when you told him that you agree, then that's when he going to want it with you more. Because he knows you're going to be looking for it from somebody else and you're just collecting his money. Okay? Think about the perspective. He's telling you that because he doesn't want to marry you. He thinks you want to marry him because all men think that women want marriage. Right? But the funny part is you're going to agree with him. And he's going to think you're looking somewhere else for marriage and that he's not good enough for a marriage and that you're just collecting his dollars. So then he's going to have to prove himself as a man that you would consider marrying just because you don't want him. Men love to conquer. Men love to win the game. So give them a game to play. Oh, no, don't worry. I don't want marriage, right now anyway. I believe in, if you're not comfortable with that type of thing, I don't blame you. And not in this day in society. I would never, ever want to rush into anything like that of the sort. I believe that, keeping your options open and, not rushing into anything is the smartest thing anyone can do. That's saying, shoot, I don't care. I got a roster. Just give me the money. That's what that's saying in a roundabout way. What do I think about female friends if we talk about guys? Girl, if you want to talk about guys with female friends, are you a teenager, ma'am? Are you in your early 20s? That's what women in early 20s and teenagers do. When you get to a certain age, you keep stuff to yourself and you keep your business to yourself. You know what I mean? So how old are you? Okay, if you're young, that's what you're probably looking for, some friends. When you're old, you don't need all that, baby. What do you need to talk about guys for? Tell them what they did wrong. Tell them how cute they are. Yeah, that's some teenage stuff. That's some young 20-year-old stuff. That's fine. Every girl probably wants to chit chat about guys to other girls, but you'll learn that you don't need to tell everybody everything, baby. In the future, you're going to learn. Don't tell everybody everything. Don't tell everybody your business. Your friend today is not your friend tomorrow. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, what do friends talk about? Each other. Wonderful. Where did you get your star necklace from? It is cute. Thank you. Let me see if I can find it online. See if I can find a link. Ooh, I have to answer my Patreon messages. If y'all are on my Patreon, try to keep the messages to like 3 sentences. And please don't type no paragraph. Thank you. All right, let me see. Here we go. Let me see if I can find a link. I don't know if they still have the star necklace. Why do y'all want this star necklace? Y'all want to be like me? That is so nice. Okay. Melinda Maria is the name of the jewelry company. All right. Your ex's female friend sent me a request on Instagram today and then blocked me. Okay. I don't like it when your ex's female friend sent you a request on Instagram today and blocked me. Okay. You didn't respond fast enough. She was embarrassed. She was in her emotions. Mm-hmm. You said, where did I get my wisdom? So many places. I'm a very observant person. I have a lot of insight. I can see and read through people really quick. I can definitely tell people's intentions before they even know them. It's very interesting. Like I can tell you what you all about as soon as you walk up to me. I can see straight through men. I know their perspective. I've hung around a lot of people. I have, male family members. I worked around lots of guys, in the funeral industry. I know exactly how men think. I've been married for 20 plus years or 20 years almost. So I definitely know how men think after being with one most of my life. So yes. I know all their tricks and their games and how they think and their insecurities. Pretend you're ordinary. Never give them too much information. The more information that you give a man, the more they try to use it against you when they want something from you. Okay? The least they know, the better. If you're going to give them some information, feed them some fake information that's going to work on your behalf later on. Okay? This is why I'm an expert. Yeah, thank you. You never give them the information that they can use against you. You only give them the information that can benefit you. I don't even care if it's a lie. Okay, so instead of saying, oh, I got my own business, it's like, you know what? I'm working on plans to start a business. I have goals to start a business. Okay, that doesn't mean you don't have one. You could be talking about a whole nother business. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll be like, here, put this towards your business. Here's some money, put it towards your business. How's planning on your business going? Oh, it's going pretty good. I'm still trying to figure out how to do A, B, C, and D. And I'm still saving up. Here's some money for your business. See, the less he knows, the more beneficial it is for you. Never tell him everything. If it doesn't benefit you, don't tell him. If you tell them about your feelings and your emotions and how they hurt you and all this kind of stuff, and they're not being emotional supportive enough, they know exactly how to trigger you. They know exactly how to hurt you. They know exactly what makes you upset and mad. And when they want to get out the house, they're going to pull everything that they remember you telling them. Oh, she gets mad when I do this. She gets mad when I do that. Okay, I want to get out the house tomorrow night. So I'm going to do this, 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 and that. Make her mad. She's going to be mad. She ain't going to talk to me. She ain't going to answer the phone. I ain't going to come home. Da, da, da. So they know how to trigger you. The more you tell them, the more you react emotionally to them. They know what triggers you. The more you tell them about your stinking feelings, the more they know how to hurt them. All right? So shut up. Stop talking so much. Nobody cares. The least they know, the better. The upper hand is all yours, the least that they know. The less that they know, the bigger of an upper hand you have. Thank you, Sophia. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All of a sudden, your sugar daddy claims you as his girlfriend. Never asked me to be his girlfriend and wants to know where I live. Should I check him about it? And I was like, oh, I'm your girlfriend now. Well, I'm going to send you something because I only allow my boyfriend to do this one thing for me. So I'm going to send you something. Check your email. Send him all your bills. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Say, this is boyfriend privilege, baby. Get to pay all these bills. Thank you, boyfriend. Did you pay my bills, boyfriend? You're so sweet. Send him your bills. He can't claim you unless he's claiming them bills first. Okay? He's trying to take you off the market and not take your bills off the market. Is he going to leave your bills up there for some other man to pay? I don't think so. Send him the bills. So you got to claim these bills too, baby. We come together. All right? Me and them bills ain't separate, baby. We a package deal. Got to claim them too. Come on. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Said how to get him back. Get you a big t-shirt and have them print Pick Misha on it and chase behind him. And make sure you film it, put it on Instagram and YouTube and beg him to come back to you in front of everybody and see what he do. We have the same job, but you made much more than he did. And what? Always paid you even. He even drove. Do I need to find a man that makes more than me, or am I intimidating to most because of my success? Well, as long as that man pays for everything for you and you can save your money, I think that's fine. But if you ever feel like you're going to want more out of a man, then that's something you're going to have to deal with. Okay? You can always keep your roster open. See what you can find. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, we don't go backwards and chase men, baby. You don't need to get him back. He needs to get you back. If he don't want you back, move along, baby. Okay? And if he wants you back, re-entry fee. It's going to cost him money to get you back. If he don't like you enough to pay to get you back, he don't want you back. Okay? Leave it alone. It's over. Move on. He said men shouldn't know you're successful. Always be regular. That's right. Don't tell people your business. They don't care. Women that brag on their money and their success is not attractive to men. Unless you're a female rapper and you're trying to sell albums, you shouldn't be screaming about your success. Okay? Wonderful. Because, like female rappers, a lot of the female rappers are to empower women and to discourage broke men from approaching them. But that's not who you are. You're trying to get their money. You've already been boosted up. Yeah, you can get their money and then become a boss. You can be a boss and pretend you're not a boss and get their money and become a bigger boss. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, if you're in the same industry, yeah, I didn't say you were bragging. I was just speaking in general, but I'm saying, like, don't tell people how much you make. And if you are in the same industry, date somebody at least, that has the potential to be more successful than you, at least in the future. You know what I mean? Somebody with a higher caliber, perhaps. Like maybe if you're a lawyer, date a judge. You know, maybe if you're a nurse, date a surgeon, that sort of thing. Make sure that there's lots, more money on his side. Mm-hmm. You say you can't find someone else? You're not supposed to be looking. They're supposed to be looking for you. Get dressed, get up, look good, and attract them. All right. Get you some Heaux Cosmetics Pheramone, SheraSeven collab. All right. Get you somebody else. Put them pheromones on, get dressed, and go out to the rich side of town. Do a little sprinkle, sprinkle, walk by them old men with the money. They're gonna be like, invest in yourself. Okay, these are pheromones. Like I'm gonna link it here. If y'all are interested. If you know, you know. Pheromones. Hold on, this attracts men to you. I'm gonna explain it in a second, but I'm gonna link this up here. Okay, so I'm gonna put my coupon code too with it. All right, so if y'all buy this, use my coupon code Shera to get a discount. So this is what it is. Dang, I rubbed it off. This is what it looks like. It comes sealed like that, but I've been using this one quite a lot. So you're gonna get your sprinkle pack, and this one has liquid finesse, press him, and essence of ecstasy. So liquid finesse makes people feel good around you. In your presence. They want to be more talkative to you. They're more likely to approach you, give you your way. They're just going to be nicer to you. You can use that around men or women. And press him, the middle one, this one. This is a pheromone that you produce when you're ovulating. And usually women ovulate 2 days a month, but it lures men in, right? It makes them more attracted to you. It makes them feel like they're falling in love with you. So you can have this every day, just 2 days. Then the essence of ecstasy, this makes them turned on and very attracted to you and wants to roll around on the mattress. Okay, so you got your 3 pheromones. They don't smell like anything. They smell like fresh, clean. So you can pair them with pretty much any perfume. No one can clock you for wearing them because they don't have a distinct smell. Okay, so definitely get these. You can stick them in your purse. Only wear them around the guy or the men that you're trying to get the attention of. Don't wear them around no dust, okay? No dust. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And you can get a discount if you use my code Shera. All right, there you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Definitely. And y'all, look, isn't this pretty? I showed y'all this yesterday. The Lawless Love Shack Fancy collab. It's linked on the video if y'all are interested. Linked on the products. If you click on the video screen, the product thing will pop up, and you can get some too. MJ birthday tomorrow. I know, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I gotta celebrate. I gotta light my candle. Let me see. We're gonna celebrate. All right. So thank y'all for getting the Heaux Cosmetics. A ghoster who always returns with money. What's that called? Spiritually rich. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, so I'm gonna put in. Ooh, this smells good. And this is Blooming Heirloom. This smells floral, like candy and flowers. I love how this smells. Like I want to sniff my lips. That's one thing about Lawless. Their lip gloss smells so good. If you ever see me doing this, it's because I'm wearing Lawless and I'm smelling the scent on it. It smells good. She said, no dusty, no peace. What? Perspective is everything. Okay, so let's talk about, let me read what y'all said. Let's talk about dust for a second. In the perspective of a dusty. If you're with a dusty, what are they thinking? Why don't they want to do better? Why don't they want to do nothing with their lives? Why aren't they ambitious? Why don't they know that the role of a man is a provider? Like, think about that. What do they see you as? Okay, thank you. You, since getting engaged, you leveled up. Higher caliber man shows interest, yet I live with your fiance. Am I settling or selling myself short? Never marry a broke man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Never marry a broke man, okay? Because you're gonna always regret it. Okay. Keep your options open, have a very long engagement, and if you see somebody that has more potential that can do more for you, explore that option. Why? Because that's what it's for. You're gonna regret it if you don't. Okay? Explore that option. See if you still want to get married to somebody that can't do as much for you as someone else can. Thank you, Goddess Floral Sprinkle Sprinkle, for the super sticker. Appreciate you. So, yes. Aphrodite's daughter. If you can do better, do better. Or you're going to end up looking for other ones while you married. Either way. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You choose. You can do it before, after, or during. Right? Can we meet in America if arranged marriage happens? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? You mean if you get married and come here, can you meet me? Or if y'all live close to me, maybe. If you run into me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to get rid of S energy as a girl. S energy as a girl. How to get rid of it. Go online and order you some stuff. Get rid of it yourself. Or create something. Put all your S energy into whatever you're creating. If not, order you some stuff online. There you go. Stop chasing behind men. Stop needing men for that. Because that's all they're going to see you as, if that's all you are to them at that time. Okay? I'm serious. If that's all they see you as, if that's all you want them for, and you don't make up pay no bills, you don't make up give you no money, that's all they're going to see you as. Okay? Be smart about that. If you're going to roll around with dust, you might get up with a dusty pregnancy. If you're going to roll around with dust, you know, to soothe some S energy, there's a risk involved in that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There's risks involved. Okay. So, dust attract dusticious, yes. Think about this. Rich people do rich activities. They play pickleball. They play tennis. They play golf. You know? What do they do in the hood? They roll around on an air mattress. Okay? sprinkle, sprinkle. Poverty rolls around on the mattress. People with money do activities. They mingle and meet other people of quality. Poor people rolling around on a mattress. Okay. Because they are in their lower half, they're in their lower mind, and then they're in their lower poverty era. So they don't have anything else to do. It's free entertainment. So play some sports, baby. I don't know. Get on the treadmill. Go to the gym. Just ignore the Dusties in the chat. I didn't even know there was none in there. I haven't been looking at them. His birthday is in a week. So is your bill. He said he covered it, but he's too busy lately. Last year he mentioned he didn't get no gift. What, girl? He sounds broke. Next, Sprinkle. Where's the other one that has actual real money? Y'all discussing one bill. He's asking you for a birthday present. Y'all still talking about money from last year or gifts from last year. It doesn't sound like he has anything. Okay, do better. Go get you another one on the side, baby. This is not going to happen. He's only paying one bill or bills. Okay, he shouldn't have to make life-changing, altering decisions in his birthday month. You know, you should be on automatic pay if you've been seeing him for a year. You should be on automatic deposit by now. Is he breadcrumbing you? He been breadcrumbing you for a whole year? You need to make sure that you understand. If you have to chase behind a man to get your money, he don't really like you like that. He needs to put you on direct deposit. So talk about that. Start spending his money. It's better than S. That's right. What lip gloss am I wearing? I linked it, y'all. Click on the video. You'll see like the product button. It's Lawless and Love Shack Fancy collab. And this one is an Blooming Heirloom. That's the one I have on right now. And I lined it with a brown liner. So it's like this really pretty, like iridescent glittery pink. And it smells good. It smells like flowers and candy. So that's why I was doing this earlier. I was sniffing it. So the Love Shack Fancy and Lawless lip gloss collab. And this is the pink one, an heirloom, a Blooming Heirloom. It's also a lip plumper as well. They also have a lilac, like purpley one. This is really pretty. I had this one on yesterday. And it also has like a little shimmer and sparkle. This one is called Happy Thoughts. So I like this one too. This one, the purplish one, I could wear alone. But the pink one, I did definitely paired with a liner. It's really pretty. Okay. If you click on the screen, the little thing will pop up. It's listed on the YouTube product. Okay. Anyway. You attract lots of creepy men, go to the rich side of town. Where everybody has money, even if they're creepy. Okay? What if he takes you on trips, date, but don't give you no money or shopping? Okay, then you're his entertainment. Okay, take your phone and put him under free food. Okay, and put him under free food. He got you under arm candy. Okay, put him under vacations and free food. He's got you in his phone under arm candy. Okay, he only calls you when he needs some arm candy. You only call him when you're hungry and want to go somewhere. Wonderful. Okay. Keep your options open. Date other people. He's not offering to do anything for you. You're his arm candy. That's all. He's enjoying you more than you're enjoying him. Why? Because he's getting his status bumped up high when he's seen out in public with you. You're just getting free food and to tag along. If you want to get money out of him, start telling him no. put a financial obstacle in your way of being his arm candy. So for example, if he says, oh, do you want to go out to dinner tonight? Or do you want to go on a trip? It's like, I really would, but I have to figure out how I'm going to do A, B, C, and D, or whatever with this money, or Aunt Ethel or whatever. And then I'll let you know. Okay, I'm trying to figure this out. Anyway, yeah, I got to figure out how I'm going to get this much money. And until I figure it out, I'm not going to be doing anything until then. Okay. So he'll be like, okay, well, how much do you need? I'll get it to you. Or he's going to be like, okay, good luck with that. And then you're going to keep him under free food and trips if that's what you want him for. I really wouldn't waste my time with somebody that's not giving me no money. All right, keep a roster, baby. Okay. He's not broke and he is a great provider, but as I level up with relationships, wealthier men want me to live together. I don't know. Sprinkle. Well, do the wealthier men want to marry you? Or do they just want to roll around on the mattress with you? Which one is it? So you got to make a good decision there. If a man that makes enough money to do everything you need him to do wants to marry you, possibly have kids and a family with you, and wealthy men are just interested in you, are they interested in marrying you? Are they interested in giving you money? Are they interested in buying you property? You know what I'm saying? If they're just interested in you because you look good and they want to roll around on the mattress with you, that's not the same thing. So you need to figure out which one it is. So ask those rich men for something and see if they come through. Sprinkle. Don't roll around on the mattress with them. Ask them for something first. See if they're serious. See how much they'll invest in you. It's like, I really want some property. Or I really want to upgrade my vehicle. See what they're willing to do. And you'll find out and you'll gain at the same time. You'll gain whatever they give you. You'll find out how much they like you and if they're serious about you. If they say, no, I'm not going to do that. It's like, okay, well, didn't hurt to ask. And then you'll know your answer. Do they want to roll around or do they want to give you some money? Did they want to level you up or they just want to roll around? So ask. You don't have nothing to lose. You got a man. All right. When a lady is at the beginning of the glowed up, how can we ease into it so we don't shock everyone? Or should we just do a huge makeover weekend and look like that from who are you not trying to shock? Who's going to be shocked? Are you in a relationship? Are you trying to shock the guy you're with? Are you talking about your parents, your sister, your cousin? Who? Why not just get it all done at once? There you go. That way you'll be more likely to keep it up and keep going once you see how people react. Just get it all done at once. Sprinkle, if you can. All right. He said, how do you control your emotions? I treat them like money and I don't spend them on people that aren't worth it. Sprinkle. All right. That's how you control your emotions. And people that can trigger your emotions control you. Remember that. He said, I don't add to his social status. It's like, just like you don't add to my bank account. I guess I'll just store you under food. Because there's no... I will ask for the back table from now on by the kitchen. Sprinkle. Just become his food buddy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you know what? Whenever you text him or talk to him, he's like, guess what? There's this new restaurant with these good foods out. You want to go eat? Start treating him like he's only for food. He tries to talk about other things else. They're like, oh, I miss you. I did it. Oh, you know what? You know what's really good? Look at this place. They have really good food. You want to go? Just bypass all the romantic talk. Bypass all the talk about I miss you. I like you. And you're so beautiful. Like, you know what is even more beautiful? This plate of food right here. Do you want to go? I'm hungry. Start treating him like free food. Okay? Since he's not giving you any money. All right? You're not interested in nothing else but the food that he can provide. All right, wonderful. You said, how do you do this without feeling bad for him? He doesn't feel bad for you that you're sitting over there wasting your time and looking at him when you could be looking at other guys that are like you 10 times more and want to do 10 times more for you. He doesn't feel bad for wasting your time. Does he? No, he don't. So why do you feel bad? Mm-hmm. Just think about this. From his perspective, he wouldn't feel bad at all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. So, how to get rid of it? Oh, I already read that one. Yeah. Thank you, girl. What y'all mean feel bad for him? Girl, shut up. I know, right? Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for him. He doesn't even know your birthday. He doesn't even care about you. He just want to get what he want out of you. But you sitting over there feeling bad for somebody that don't even know your birthday. Thank you, Ash. Don't even know what you like. Don't even know nothing about you. Can't even remember the stuff y'all talked about. Just get the money. Thank you, Ash. Ashji. Did I say that right? This is why I say y'all need to look from a different perspective. Y'all be feeling bad over things. Y'all be emotionally connected to people that don't even know your birthday. Would choose their ex over you in a heartbeat. Would choose their boy or their male colleagues or friends over you in a second. Would break plans with you in a second to go hang out with a man. You know, y'all be giving too much energy and emotion to these guys. Y'all don't realize how pathetic that y'all look sometimes. Some of y'all look really like pygmies because y'all are so into your emotions and feelings, and that man could literally care less, you know? So I wouldn't really give my emotions to anyone, knowing that they're not going to be appreciated or, anyway. Give it to people that deserve it, Give it to people that deserve it, not to the people that could care less. Y'all be trying to give y'all emotions to the wrong people. Okay. Only give your emotions to people that they're going to be returned to you way more. That means people that like you way more than you like them. How do you stop yourself from liking them so much? I know I should be like you more. It is hard. You got to find someone that you don't really like. You got to find someone that likes you. That's the key. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because if you don't really like them, you're not going to feel bad. If you don't really like them like that, you're not going to be afraid to ask for what you want or demand what you want. If you don't really like them like that, you won't have a problem letting them go and go and find a better one, baby. Okay? That's why. If they like you way more, they're going to do whatever you need, whatever you ask. They're going to be like that over you instead of being like that over them. Okay? They're not going to know why they're taking money out of their account and giving it to you because they don't want to lose you. They're not going to know why they let you take their credit card and go shopping. They're not going to know why you have this hold over them, this emotional pull over them, because they like you more and you are very understanding of that and you're reaping the benefits of that, just like they're reaping the benefits of you caring too much about them, and they don't have to do anything in return but give you an excuse or a lie, and you'll still be there. You'll still be there no matter what they do. So I'm saying they got to like you times 10 for any type of relationship to work in your favor. If they don't like you times 10, that relationship is not going to work in your favor. It's just not. I saw your super chat. You on the wrong channel for that super chat, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What? All right. What's the best advice for deep facial cleansing, please? Best device for deep facial cleansing. Exfoliation. Just get you a good exfoliator. All right. If you haven't dated and only been in 2 relationships for your 20s, how to get back out there. Put on your shoes, put on your clothes, put on your makeup, do your hair, walk out the door, put in your GPS or go on Google and type Rich's zip code and then go over there. Okay? Look good. There you go. Get up and get out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Serums and moisturizers for your skin needs. Yeah. If you are 19, what's the ideal age to look at? Ma'am, you're too young to even drink. They can't even take you to the bar. They can't even take you out. You can't even order wine. You know what I'm saying? Look for guys close to your own age right now because you're not ready to date super old guys. You're not ready to date guys that are looking like who did it and why, and somebody's grandpa or somebody's daddy. Okay? I don't think you're ready for that, honestly. I think y'all young girls come in thinking that y'all are ready for that. You're not going to be ready for that until you're sick of the guys your own age. And if you're not sick of the men your own age yet, you're not ready to date older guys. So I would say date guys close to your own age until you're sick of them. Okay? Until you're sick and tired of them. Then start wondering if you should be in an age gap relationship. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're sick of the guys your own age already, then think about this. What man is going to take you serious at 19 years old? Where are they going to take you? Okay. How weird is it going to look when the bartender IDs you and they sitting over here with gray hair, you know? So you're going to have to understand. You're not going to be taken seriously until you're at least 21 and up. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can date someone slightly older. But until you're sick of men your own age, you're not going to get it. Not going to understand what the whole thing is. Said developing an intolerance for them. Thank you. Yes. Wonderful. Yeah, I got to go in like 5 minutes. How if honestly, it depends on how long you've been dating, how many guys you've dated. If you're sick of men your own age, you want a provider, you know, then you're going to date someone who's old enough to actually provide what you actually need. Okay. That's it. You're not going to guess, you're going to know. You're not going to say, oh, because he's 30, he can provide what I need when he can barely provide for himself. You're going to understand how much money they need to have before you ask for what you need to ask for. Okay. You're going to do your research. You're going to do a lot of things. You're going to make sure you understand how much stuff costs, how much he can afford, and how much he can give you. Then you're going to say, okay, well, this age range is less likely to give me all the things I need, but the age range above it is probably able to do the most. So that's how you're going to start to think. You're not going to start to think like, oh, well, maybe if he loves me, he'll change, or maybe he'll get another. Like, you're not going to start to make excuses. You're going to start to see, this is what I need. I need it today, not tomorrow. Okay. So if they can give you what you want today instead of tomorrow, they can get you what you want today instead of 10 years from now. Wonderful. So that we were talking about perspective, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Look from their perspective when you ask them for something. Listen to their perspective when you are trying to get something out of them, because you're more likely to get it if you understand their perspective. Okay. You already know men just want to roll around on the mattress with you. They want to feel big and strong and smart in your presence. So they don't want to feel intimidated or emasculated. So definitely learn that. You already know. Put financial obstacles in their way. If they like you a lot, they will remove them, especially if you give them false hope and promises. Okay. We don't care about his feelings, but you care about them pockets though, right? Once you're in the relationship and you already got the money, then you could treat them a different way. But in order to get it in the beginning, you got to understand their perspective. Why are they talking to you? What do they need from you? Do they need an ego boost? Do they need to feel young again? Do they need to feel intelligent and smart in a woman's presence that they're trying to impress? Okay, laugh at their dumb jokes and get their money, basically. Then you could treat them however you want later on, once you already got them hooked and tied around your finger, wrapped around your finger, okay? Then you do it later. So you'll know the right words to say when you put them in yourself in their shoes. Exactly. Like if I was an old ugly man and there's this chick in front of me that was really beautiful, you know, how would I get this old man to spend money? What would I do as an old man to spend money on this young, beautiful chick? That's how you start to think. You got to put yourself in their shoes and say, what's going to take? What are their triggers? What's their weaknesses? Right? He said, how do we act when he does S jokes? Do broke jokes. It's like, oh my gosh, there's this man and he was so broke that he made sex jokes. Thank you, Blueberry Tea, Sprinkle Sprinkle. It said seduction. Advice for 22-year-old who has never been in a relationship and is insecure about it. Get in one. Ain't nothing to do it, man. What you gonna do? Sit and study it and ask questions? Go get in one. What you want me to tell you? Go date anything that has money. You can be your own age. You don't have to sleep with them. Just go date somebody. Find a nerd. I don't know. Find a nerd, practice on them. I don't know. Wonderful. Oh, that's my cue. Gotta go. But anyway, like, get into a relationship. Just get up and make yourself look cute and go outside, girl. Date guys older than you if you're of age. Get into it. Stop overthinking it, okay? You'll have advice for navigating friendships. Yes, navigate your way out and go out by yourself and pull more men and get more money. Navigate yourself to the pet shelter and get you an emotional support animal. All right. If you like being around a lot of people, get a social group. Join something where you can make friends. Okay. Join something where you're going to be around the same people all the time at the same time, and you'll naturally make friends. Okay. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're kind of self-obsessed, it's going to be hard for you to maintain a lot of friendships if they're not self-obsessed as well, because you won't understand each other. Okay. So just understand that too. I did a video yesterday about being self-obsessed. If you're self-obsessed, it's easier to not have friends. But if you are going to have friends, they also have to be self-obsessed too, so that you understand each other and there's a better dynamic there than one who is not. Okay, so like-minded women. All right, I'm gonna see y'all later. Thank y'all, everybody who sent super chats. I appreciate y'all. If y'all gonna get the Heaux Cosmetics, make sure you all use my code. Get the pheromones, the SheraSeven kit, the pheromones. Definitely use my code Shera. Get your pheromones. Read up on the website everything that they do, and you'll be so happy that you got them because they actually work. All right. And y'all, I'll see y'all later. Bye.